Silence Chimes, episode 253 from this undisclosed stairwell. Undisclosed stairwell. Which may mean not that disclosed, but there is no smoking. No smoking. So if you smoke, you can't smoke in this undisclosed stairwell. It's against the rules. And for the people that love the snaps, if you've seen Bob, contact Big Wishes. He's missing. Bob is missing. Have you seen this man? Information's needed. Contact Big Wishes right away. Send him a tweet on the Twitter machine. Send him a tweet if you've seen Bob. Pamphlet the Science Times. Every show needs a pamphlet. Casey Carlisle DVDs available at CaseyCarlisle.com. That's CaseyCarlisle.com. Home for all your gift-giving needs, including today on Thanksgiving. You'd probably be late because you couldn't melt it out until at least tomorrow. Being that today is Thanksgiving, so it'd be late, but still, you could say, well, thanks, I'll give you this. Also, look at this. I picked that up as a celebratory Casey Carlisle piece of memorabilia when I won Fan of the Month. I was Fan of the Month for a month and a half, nearly 2 months, but then I was replaced with some guy from Washington, which is weird because, you know, there's a theme going on with the Fan of the Month, apparently. Decided theme. Thought I was the longest reigning Fan of the Month, but apparently not. Apparently not. But future Fan of the Months could go to CaseyCarlisle.com and get those. They could definitely get some of those. Perhaps they could get this, one of QT's all-time favorites. They could get that, one of Stompin' Steve's favorites. He's probably got a dozen of them, encased in museum quality glass, next to his Kate Carney pictures. Another QT's favorite. You get those if you're a midget. Or if you're an alumni of Catholic school, I guess. Or if you like large title bells. Casey Carlisle has held many large title belts. The Valkyrie title, very large belt. The NWA Women's World title was a very large belt at the time. Loves large title belts. There she is next to a bar. There she is having completed training at Honors University. There she is a little bit angry. And she's also part of Team Bad Knees. Look at that. Look at that, man. Imagine a match. 4 corners match. Cameron Starr, Amazing Maria, Missile Liz, and Casey Carlisle. Imagine the cranky knees after that match. Autograph picture of Seymour Snot, proud member of the Gouge roster. Gouge, where I once was. Hashtag Get Signed Guy in Gouge worked. Having to retire the gimmick because no longer needed because I'm there. Been part of Gouge. There's video proof of it on the Tube of You. Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube, which you may be watching right now, perhaps. Watching for matches of me and Gouge. I was there. I was in the 4-corner trick-or-treat match. Jacob Hammermeyer was in there. He got a rock. He got a rock. Count Grog punched me in my head in that match. Punched me right in my head. I couldn't disqualify him because it was a no disqualification type of match, but he punched me in my head. The Twitter where you can follow me, much like JKO does. JKO jumping on the Twitter machine now. He follows me, but not literally. Or much like El Sonico does. El Sonico follows me on the Twitter. CAC program, look at that. Current book I am reading by Jim Colucci, Golden Girls Forever, an unauthorized look behind the lanai. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm reading it. I'm enjoying it. If Kelly Klein of Ring of Honor was here, he would be reading it as well. Kelly Klein, huge fan of the Golden Girls. It was a great show. It was a tremendous show. Some of Rue McClanahan's best work. Kelly Klein were to throw a party and invite everyone she knew, she'd get the biggest gift she'd get from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." That's how we feel about the Golden Girls. So don't judge us. Don't you judge us. This week, we missed most of the week due to indie shenanigans because, weather was horrible at one point. Didn't want to film in the freezing rain at Bremerton, or whichever undisclosed town it would have been. Then, had some intermission duties, couldn't film during an intermission at NW Blue Collar. More weather shenanigans happened. So, we're late, but we're on Thanksgiving. QT's favorite because he can go to the 7-Eleven for a turkey hot dog and a cup of coffee. It's his favorite meal. His very favorite meal. Rumors abound that QT Voaxe at the world-famous turkey celebrator Martin Cobble's house, having turkey hot dogs and coffee right now as we speak from the 7-Eleven. Because Martin Cobble probably said, "Hey, could you bring Thanksgiving dinner?" QT said, "Sure, no problem." And he stopped at 7-Eleven and spent a total of $6 for 8 people. Most likely what's happened today. Tomorrow on the show, though, we got Jerry Adams. He's a referee out of the Midwest. The hashtag main event ref, he calls himself. He was a Heroes and Legends. He says, "My H&L there in Fort Wayne." He'll be on the show. QT will probably ask him all kinds of questions about turkey hot dogs and coffee from the 7-Eleven. I don't know what that poor man will go through, but it'll probably be really, really horrific. But, and coming up, we'll probably have the Sign of the Times episode 254 shortly because, this is really late. It's really late. Last Sunday, you didn't get to hear it because of the whole weather, indie shenanigan nonsense. And last week, I was at the CPW show, watching guys get pinned when their shoulders were that high off the mat. But, nonetheless, they were pinned apparently. QT Voaxe blatantly interfered in the match. Why DeMarcus James didn't punch QT in the nose, I'm not sure, but he didn't. Could be because Otis the Gimp seems to be really close buddy pals with QT Voaxe. They were buddy pals. And then when I was at NLB Blue Collar, because on Turnbuckle, the guest didn't show up. He missed the call. He was moving apparently. Much like Lone Star, he also moved recently. So maybe Tim's torn the Lone Star, maybe, had some sort of theme going this week. But, that's what went down. So hopefully QT will be on the show this week with Jerry Adams. Hopefully DeMarcus James won't jump out of a manhole cover, grab him by the legs, drag him down, and start giving him super kicks and fist drops. He attacked DeMarcus brutally and horrifically, assisting Lucha Underground star B-Boy. It really happened. It really did. Not even making that up happened. So, pretty much from this undisclosed stairwell where there's no smoking. Episode 253.